So here's my quick lesson for today. I'm going to show you how I take off sealer on the T5 transmissions. This is a typical cover, the way it looks like with all the sealer on it. You can see quite the mess that the factory has with sealant on it. First, I want to point out that you don't ever want to use an abrasive wheel to remove sealant, or you don't want to use a grinder of any sort, because the T5 requires nice precision surfaces, and if you ruin those surfaces, the cover can cock and not align correctly. This is a good example. This cover over here, somebody had used abrasive. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to shine it in the light so you can see. Used a very aggressive abrasive sanding wheel on here, and actually took away a lot of the metal. So this, when it goes up against the case, which is over here, it's not going to sit flush with this case anymore, and it could cause leaks later on. So you never want to use, again, an abrasive wheel. What I use is simply a combination of razor blades on this. I'll use a razor to cut the excess off. And then I use a thing called Scotch-Brite. I use the heavy-duty version of this. It's a nice piece. It doesn't really abrade the aluminum that well. You can also use copper scoring pads. These are the scoring pads that you see in usually your grocery store. It's a company that makes them called Chore Boy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to just take the razor blade and cut this all off. Now you can use this technique for anything that has sealant on it like this, because this is really messy stuff. It's amazing that the factory uses this much sealant. See that? Now you take your scoring pad now and just start going like this. They also make a stainless steel wool, but I find that the stainless steel wool, what it tends to do is break up. The copper wool really doesn't. So the copper scoring pads, again from the Chore Boy company, work really well. Another thing that also can be used is those kind of scoring pad brushes that they use to clean barbecues with. Those work really well too. Anything that's, of course, softer than the aluminum and won't ruin it. So we still have the original grain over here. We still have the original machine grain. We want to keep that. We don't want to destroy it like this one did here by ruining that and cutting that all out like this. This isn't good at all. And I had got this in from a company that sold me some covers, and this is the way they clean them. And if this is the way they rebuild their transmissions, they're going to be in trouble. So we're just about done here. It doesn't take too long to do, and you're also avoiding using any types of solvents to clean this stuff with, which is dangerous to your hands. Some people use gas and mineral spirits. If you put silicone sealer in mineral spirits and let it sit, it will swell up and come off. You can actually wash these scoring pads off in water. And here we go. Now, one thing that you can do is, if you don't have an air hose like I do, all done. If you don't have an air hose, you can use those cans that are used in computers. So that's it. Thank you for watching my Google Glass video of the week.